like he's too buff to be throwing that weight. Maybe he should hit the gym a little more. Maybe it's because he's pumping too much iron, but he's not drinking enough milk. But his contact and his power is honestly for a budget card really good. What's going on YouTube? Jojo back with another video. As you can see by the title, today we're going to be going over some budget beasts for those teams out there that don't have every diamond, you don't have collections done, but you still want to compete. These players are going to be players that you can buy off the community market, not free players that you can grind for player of the month, not anything, not the player evolution programs. All these players will be players that are obtainable, you can buy from the market. And like I said, these are going to be players with good swings, some golds, maybe some diamonds. We're looking to find players that are under 20,000 stubs, possibly even under 15,000 stubs. Now, if you like content like this, be sure to like the video, comment down below what your team is looking like. Do you have a budget team? Do you have a god squad? Either way, how are you doing in ranked seasons? And make sure that you sub to the channel. We're on the path to 1,000 subs. I can't do it without you. So make sure you turn on that notification bell too, because we do stream over here on YouTube and I would love to have you in the stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over here to the community market. And first we're going to take a look at some starting pitchers. So what we're looking for here is we're trying to find pitchers that, like I said, they're under 20,000. So we got to be looking about right here. And we're trying to find a pitcher that has a good release, good pitch mix, and good per nines, good balance all in between. And I already have one in mind. The first person that comes to my mind is this Grayson Rodriguez right here. This Grayson Rodriguez, you can get him for 8,200 stubs. He has the sinker, he has the slide, he has a four seam, he has a good pitch mix. He actually has a really good release. I really think this card is slept on. I've seen this card on a couple god squads. So, and if you looked at the previous video where we rated teams, our boy Pepe had him parallel 5, even over some of the other players. He has good per nines with the 84, 86 for a budget card. So if you're looking for a budget starting pitcher, I would start off with Grayson Rodriguez. Another option that I personally like, two more options, would be this Joe Musgrove, because his hits per nine is pretty high because this was his no-hitter card, and he actually has a pretty good pitch mix. He has the two best pitches you can have in the game. He doesn't necessarily have the velo, but he has the pitch mix as well as the hits per nine, and not bad control either. So, and then another one that came to mind for me was this Nathan Ivadoli, because of the pitch mix. Once again, he has the cutter, he has the four seam, he has decent hit per nine. Like, this is just an all-around decent card, and you can get him for 5,000 stubs. So if you're looking to build a rotation, if you have nothing but golds and you're looking to build a budget rotation, I would look for those three. But there are plenty of other options, as you can see. Also, the Kopech. Michael Kopech is another one for a fourth. And right there, you just spent maybe 30,000 stubs to fill out your rotation. Kopech doesn't have any of the glitchier pitches, but what he does have is outlier. And a lot of people do struggle to hit 102. He has the hit per nines. He just doesn't have the control. I personally like control because I use pinpoint. I like to know the pitch is going where I want it to. But this Michael Kopech is definitely not bad. So now we're going to take a look at some relief pitchers. And one of the first ones that come to mind for me is this Wade Davis, mainly because he's only 5,000 stubs. He's got 116 hit per nine, and he has the glitchier pitches. He has the cutter sinker mix that you look for, as well as a 96 mile per hour fastball. This Wade Davis for a budget card to go into your bullpen if you're looking for a good bullpen piece. If you have nothing but silvers, you have nothing but bronzes, or you have some golds, maybe even a couple diamonds, but you're looking to fill out your bullpen for almost 5,300 stubs, it's hard to beat what this Wade Davis gives to you. Another card that I would look into putting into the bullpen, and I think his price is going to shoot up, so hopefully it's not too high by the time I put this video out, but this Jake Diekman has the 125 hit per nine. He always has a glitchy release in this game, and he has one of the two glitchy pitches that you want on your pitcher, any pitcher, and that's a sinker. Doesn't have the cutter, he doesn't even have a fourth pitch, but he does have that 125 hit per nine to go along with that sinker. Diekman's always a hard pitcher to pick up, so that's not a bad pitch at all. So now we're over here with the catchers. Most people are probably looking at this as probably where they want to see. Catcher in general is always a hard position to fill, even with diamonds, even with god squads. Catcher is always something that you mainly seen caps last year. So to me, the best budget catcher in the game is Yerman Mercedes. And I know the man has the biggest noodle arm. I don't know, like, he's too buff to be throwing that weight. Maybe he should hit the gym a little more. Maybe it's because he's pumping too much iron, but he's not drinking enough milk. But his contact and his power is honestly for a budget card really good. The other card I would suggest would be this Tyler Stevenson. His price has shot up just a little bit, but he has the arm behind the plate as well as decent contact, and he's great against lefties for a budget catcher. You can't get too much better like all around than Tyler Stevenson. Next, we're going to take a look at some first basemen. And as always, when you're looking at budget cards and players in the game, a lot of times it's the tops now players because you can grind those out for free. But if you don't feel like grinding, there are some really good ones that you can buy out of the community market, of course. And of course, we got to start with Rhys Hoskins because he has the power on both sides. He has decent contact against lefties. That's what you want out of your first baseman, is great power, right? That's what first basemen are known for. Next up, we have this Tino Martinez card that you can get for 7,000 stubs, 7,800. He's a left-hand bat at first base. He has good contact against lefties, so he kind of has those reverse splits. I personally like that. Even though the PCI is a little smaller against righties, you can actually to me it's just easy to hit left on right. So even no matter what the size of the PCI is, it helps. And then he has that 80 power. I don't know if that's a threshold this year as it was last year. It's probably not, but it is good to see that 80 plus power on both sides. And if you parallel him, at least to parallel 2, he does get gold fielding over at first, even though it doesn't matter as much. He really is a really good budget card. The best budget second baseman, and if we're going strictly just on second baseman, nobody at a secondary position, I cannot pick anybody else but this Michael Busch. I don't know what it is about his swing. We're batting 667 with this dude. He is absolutely glitchy. He's only 4,000 stubs. He has the good contact from both sides of the plate. He has decent pop. He has decent fielding. He has decent speed. If you get the picture here, this isn't obviously a God Squad player, but for a budget team looking for a good player, this Michael Busch to me is absolutely what you're looking for in a second baseman. Honestly, think of Max Muncy, just with less pop, obviously better contact, but more so his swing. Like Max Muncy has that glitchy swing. That's what this Michael Busch has. I don't know what it is about his swing, but every time he touches it, or he comes to the plate, I feel confident with him. Now, as we head over here to third base, everybody I've given you so far has been under 10K. I think we can up it a little bit when it comes to this, and then we go with the headliner, the first headliner of the season. Josh Donaldson's 90 is only 16K. He has the contact, he has the power, he has the fielding, always has a really good swing. There is one more card on this list that for some reason, every time this dude touches the ball, it just straight flies. It's like he has the Coors effect built into his bat everywhere he goes, no matter the stadium he plays in, and that's Ryan McMahon. Now for 7K, you get basically a 99 overall card disguised as an 86. I don't know what it is about this Ryan McMahon. If you have this Ryan McMahon, down below, comment what your stats are with him, because I swear every person I see use him, and he is absolutely glitchy for them. He is money, and so I had to make sure I include him on this list because he's so cheap. Me personally, I would buy the Donaldson, but you cannot go wrong with that Ryan McMahon card. Now, when looking for a shortstop, I personally like to look for a couple things. I do like the bat, I like some fielding, and I like a strong arm to make any throw from the middle of the diamond. And so the perfect person who's balanced all around and still had a really good bat was this Marco Luciano. This kid is a stud in real life. He's projected to be a superstar if you don't know much about him. His swing is absolutely amazing. He has amazing stats on here. Everything above 80. He has 90 power against right. If you parallel 5 him, which I know is a lot, but he does get gold fielding at shortstop. He does get over 70 speed, and he'll have a really good arm. Honestly, out of all the shortstops, he's the one I suggest over anybody on here. But you also can't go wrong with Paul DeJong. He does have the power. He has the reverse splits, which I do love reverse splits. He has the fielding. He just doesn't necessarily have the speed nor the arm. Now, as Dribble Cabrera is starting to slide down in price, he falls below 20K, then he would fit our criteria. So be on the lookout for that. He's a switch hitter. He's glitchy. He has the fielding if you parallel 5 him, has the arm. His speed is kind of but man, his swing is ridiculous. So, but the person I would recommend as a budget shortstop would be this Marco Luciano. Now for the outfield, for the left field position, I actually suggest getting Juan Soto. The reason I suggest Juan Soto is left field defense doesn't matter as much. Now, I'm not going to lie, defense does matter a lot in this game, but left field in general is typically a spot that you can kind of short your defense on for the bat, and nobody has a better bat than Juan Soto. His swing is glitchy. He gets to any inside pitch. He has the contact. He has the power. You also have, he always plays up. Like right now he's not, but typically Juan Soto always plays up. His offensive stats are always higher than this. He's typically in the hundreds. Like, I'm telling you, Juan Soto is a good buy. He's finally under 20K. When I bought him, he was like 40K. You cannot go wrong with the live series Juan Soto. Now, when in center field, I'm gonna give you a couple options here, mainly because to me, it's all about what do you value in center field. Do you want defense? Do you want speed? Do you want the bat? Or do you want balance? So I'm gonna give you 3 players that I personally would put in center field on a budget team if I had to, that I know would help my team in some way, shape, or form. The first one is we absolutely have to go with Ronald Acuna Light, Adalis Garcia. This dude is absolutely killing in real life. His Tops Now card is ridiculous. He has the contact. He has the power. He has the speed. He just doesn't necessarily have the fielding. But could you get away with it because of the speed? Possibly. But I don't know if I would rely on it. But this bat, now if we were just talking about maybe putting him in a corner spot, but I wanted to stick to no secondary positions and just putting him where they go. Like if you're buying a player, putting him in the spot that they're supposed to go to, then as a left fielder, he would be absolutely amazing because the arm doesn't necessarily matter as much. He has the speed to cover just that side of the field, and the bat definitely plays. But we're trying to stick to that position, and for that, I think the next option might be the best option, which would be Byron Buxton. He has the decent bat, but he has the amazing speed, and he has the absolute best fielding in the game, the best animations in the game. This dude is all over the field. He can make up for bad fielding in left and right field if need be. Me personally, I'm probably going with Buxton because I value so much with my defense in center field. And on top of that, Buxton has a really good swing in the game. So you really could almost get away with those stats. But like I said, it's about what you value. And so this third player is our balanced player, and that's Dominguez. He has the speed, he has the fielding, and he has a decent bat. It's just a balanced player for cheap. He's a switch hitter, which always helps because you never have to bat righty on righty or lefty on lefty. So it's really all about what you prefer. I gave you 3 options there. Me personally, I value the defense, so I'm going Buxton. But I do love Garcia's bat, and I do love Dominguez's balance. And last but not least, we have right field. This one's kind of tough to me, but I feel like if you're going for the best of both worlds, I'm gonna give you 2 options here once again. I'm personally going Aaron Judge. One, because of the live series quirks. Plus, he always gets, he's going to have the where he'll go up, he'll play up. Typically, he has the fielding, he has diamond 99 fielding, so the speed doesn't necessarily matter. He has good arm, he has the power on both sides. He's just below the 20,000 that we're looking to spend on each position. He is absolutely one of the best budget beasts, and honestly, he could get upgraded to a 90. Maybe by the time this video comes out, if I don't release it before Friday, he might already be a 90. Like this Aaron Judge, he's absolutely raking in real life. He has a good swing. Maybe you don't like 6'7" players, or you don't like taller players. You want more 6'2", 6'3". I can understand that because the strike zone is a little bigger. You got to protect a whole lot more plate coverage. You cannot go wrong with this Aaron Judge as far as a solid all-around budget beast with his swing, with the power, and of course with the arm and the fielding. The next person that I actually liked all the way around was this JJ Bleday. He has decent contact. He does have the power against righties. He's a left-handed bat. He has good fielding. He has gold fielding. He has a good arm in right field, and he has decent enough speed to just cover that side of the field. I felt like he was a really, really good budget option at 5,800 stubs. Who are some budget options that you were really, really enjoying in this game? Who's surprisingly been your best hitter or best pitcher that you haven't really seen on anybody else's team? I feel like I gave you some good options today. Hopefully this helps you out. If you're looking for stub making methods to help you obtain a better team, I do have more videos on the channel. They'll be linked at the end of the video. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and of course, peace, love, until next time.